Good morning, students, and welcome to Religion 207. This is Introduction to World Religions. I am Dr. Alex Thompson, and I'm going to be your professor for the next several weeks during this online accelerated course. The goal of this course is to expose you to the major world religions, their beliefs and their practices, and their historical development. We live in a diverse world where people of different faiths are interacting more than ever, and this is a great course to expose you to the range of different religious beliefs that can be found here and abroad. This teaching course is going to take place entirely online. It's in an accelerated format. It's going to start on March 9th and end on April 28th. The goal of this course is to really help you gain an understanding of world religions. And to that end, our major textbook and our only textbook is going to be World Religions Today. This is by Esposito, Fashing, and Lewis. You should go ahead and order this textbook and have it ready for you for when the class begins. Now, the shape of this class is going to be done entirely online, and that means that you can find everything out about this class online. The course syllabus can be found on the Sakai site on the left-hand side under syllabus. You'll also find there the forums where you can post. You'll also find a place where you'll find all the exams and the tests that we'll take, as well as a place to post your assignments. I'm going to walk through the syllabus a little bit here with us to give you a sense of what this course is all about, and you can watch this video to have an understanding. So the way that this class is going to be assessed is primarily through tests. There are 8 different tests that we'll take throughout the course of the class. Each test will be worth about 10% of your grade. Each test will be on one chapter of that textbook that I just showed you. It'll consist of 10 multiple choice questions and 15 matching questions. Those tests will be based on the material that you find at the end of the book. So after you read the chapter in the book, you'll see a bunch of discussion questions and key terms. Use those discussion questions and key terms to study and prepare yourself for the test that you take online. Now, how you'll do that is you will take an exam online, you'll log in, and you'll have it 1 hour once the test starts to take it. There's a schedule that shows up in your syllabus, but the tests will be open from the very, very beginning. But once you take it, you'll only be able to take it once, and it'll be a 1 hour time limit. There will also be dates that some of the tests will have to be taken by, usually by the following Wednesday. Along with the assignments and taking those exams online, we're also going to be posting online regularly in the forum section to show that we understand the material. And in order to assess that, I'm going to encourage you all every single week to post a QQR. QQR is an acronym that has 3 parts to it. You should post a quotation from the textbook with an explanation in your own words. You should post a question that arose from the reading for you, a good open-ended question, and you should post a response to one of your classmates' questions. This will all be done on the forum, so you should probably post 3 times every single week in the forums. A good quotation will be a quotation that's pulled from the book and then explained in your own words. That'll be about 100 to 200 word posting. A good question should be open-ended. You shouldn't be able to respond with yes, no. It should invite good response. And a good response should be at least 50 words long. And that's how I'm going to be assessing to make sure that you're posting those QQRs. And the QQRs will be open from the very beginning. There'll be one for each chapter that we're going to cover in the book. And you'll have the opportunity to post and respond to your friends there on the forums. But the QQRs will also close at a certain point in time. So you'll be able to post. Once you post, you'll be able to see all of your colleagues, and at a certain point, you won't be able to post anymore. And that is listed in the schedule in your syllabus. So we've got the tests that we're going to take, we've got the QQRs, and then the final part of your grade is going to come from a final paper. This will be posted online and turned in on the assignment section. And the goal of the final paper will be to compare and contrast 2 of the religious traditions that you've learned about from your book. This will be a 4 to 5 page paper, and the primary source you should draw on is your textbook itself. There'll be a full prompt in the assignment section that you can read and see the details. I'll expect you to have good spelling and grammar. I'll expect that you don't plagiarize, that you follow the honor code, not just with this, but with all of your assignments. And these are going to be the 3 big things that we're doing this semester. So you're going to be taking the tests on the chapters in the book, you're going to be posting in the forums, and you're going to write that final paper. Now, how exactly are we going to go about doing that? Well, the best schedule to follow for this class is a schedule that's based on reading 1 chapter a week. So each week you should read the corresponding chapter in your textbook. You should study it and practice those discussion questions and key terms at the end. You should be posting throughout the week your QQR in the forum. And at the end of the week, you should take the exam. And this will go on for all 8 weeks of the course. So to give you an example, week number 1 runs from March 9th to March 15th. So as we start class together on March 9th, you should have your book, you should read and study chapter 1, you should post your QQR in the forum about it, and then you'll be required to post that in the forum and also take the quiz before March 18th. That is the following Wednesday. And the reason I'm putting that new deadline in is that I want to make sure that you all stay on track with your reading. Now, that means that you will have a week and a half on each chapter, up to the very last few chapters where everything will have to be turned in on April 28th. And you'll want to follow that schedule pretty rigorously, or else you're going to fall behind in the class. You won't be able to take an exam after the date that it is closed, so you need to be responsible with your time. Now, as we enter into this online class together, I'm excited to be doing it with you all, but I want to give you a couple of words of advice before we sign off. If you find yourself really struggling and having a hard time with this class, reach out to me ahead of time. Don't wait till the last minute. If you are struggling to keep up with everything, we need to be in communication. And the major way for you to be in communication with me is to send me an email. You can send me an email. You can post to me online through the forum section, and I'll respond. But email is the primary way that we can communicate. And you will get regular reminders and updates from me as needed. I'm going to do my best to make sure that you are all staying on track. I'm going to keep an eye to make sure that you're logging in and posting things, and I'll be responding to any questions you have on the forum. Now, taking an online class means that there is some flexibility, right? It's sort of up to you every week to do the readings, to do the postings, to take the quizzes. But that also means that the ball is really in your court. You will need to be organized, and you're going to have to take responsibility for your own work. You can't fall behind. A lot of people think that online classes are easier, but they're actually more different. In many ways, they're harder because you have to be more self-disciplined. No one's going to be there to hold your hand to make sure you show up to do the reading, to make sure you're showing up to do the postings. All of that will affect your grade, but it's going to be up to you to follow the deadlines. Now, that being said, this is a 3-credit-hour course. And if you were taking a 3-credit-hour course in the classroom, it would be expected for every hour you spend in the class that you would spend at least 2 to 3 hours outside of class. So as a 3-credit-hour class, you should expect to spend about 9 hours of work a week doing your readings, doing your postings, taking the exam. So go ahead and factor in that time. You're going to spend 9 hours a week on this course. And it's an accelerated course, which means we're moving very, very fast. So you need to stay on the ball. I'm excited to be doing this class with you all. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. We'll be starting up on March 9th. Until then, I've posted this video for you all to watch. Go ahead and explore the forums. Make sure you know where everything is. And make sure you order your textbook and go ahead and start reading. We'll get started on March 9th, and I'll be in contact with you all soon. Excited to be joining you all for World Religions.